Everybody, rapper Blueface took to Twitter recently with an interesting request for his male followers. He wrote, I got to click on a picture in my DM, and you know how on Twitter it don't show you the picture till you click on it. It's a whole N-word on there, spreading his bleep open. Cause like, what the bleep is this? That's sexual harassment. I ain't signed up for this. You can't even DM me on here anymore. He made another tweet that said, please stop sending me gay bleep. I respect the LGBTQ community. Y'all went from a minority to a majority. That's a hell of an accomplishment. You're welcome to love whoever you want, but don't bring that over here, please, respectfully. All right, Q, what do you think about Blueface's request? Do you think it's fair?
I think it's beyond fair, right? And I'm gonna be the first person to say this. I can't stand gay boys that do this type of stuff, right? Because there's already this narrative from the straight community, especially the ones that are just looking for reasons to bash the gay community, that gay boys, we be out there trying to convert straight boys, and we always trying to holler at straight men, and we always trying to, which is the furthest thing from the truth. You know what I'm saying? There is a small population of people who do that. And then when you have somebody like Blueface say something like this out loud publicly, it just undergirds and underwrites these ignorant thoughts that they have that all gay boys are out to convert straight men. So I definitely hate it, because for those that do it, you know, you set the whole community back. And unfortunately, we don't have the privilege of saying that's that person, and all of us are not like that. They blanket all of us with their bullshit, and it's not right. If somebody is straight, leave them alone. I mean, honestly and truthfully, I think you coming at them that way is low-key the equivalent of them coming at you, gay bashing you. It's not cool. It is, if nobody is giving you any inclination that they are into same gender loving relationships, you should not be sending them nude pictures of yourself in an effort to entice them. It's just not cool. So he most definitely handled it properly, and actually shouts out to him, because he could have called us all kind of faggots and sissies and type of other stuff like so many of these hyper masculine rappers do. I think that he had enough sense to know that had he did that, it probably wouldn't have worked out in his favor. But I like the fact that even though he was disrespected by members of our community, he still had enough decency to show us some respect in this situation.
Claudia, what are your thoughts?
How many did he look at before he started complaining?
Oh.
Sometimes I'm like, you know, people, I remember a couple of reality stars. I don't want these young men in my DMs really means I want these young men in my DMs. He didn't even have to tell us this, honestly. It could have been delete, or, you know, you get message requests. I get weird stuff all the time in my inbox. And I have had women on there that I make very clear that I'm straight, I'm heterosexual, never had one experience with a woman. And, you know, they still keep trying. I just block them, or I just, you know, I don't engage. Right. I don't know. It's hard to tell where anyone's really coming from these days, but I just found it weird that he took to social media. Blueface and just cracks me up with his, like, what things that bother him and things that are okay. Like, you know, get out of my DMs, gay boys, but let me punch my girlfriend in the face on camera. I just don't take anything he has to say seriously. And I saw him in the gym today hitting a bag. Poor child, he can't even work out more than 15 minutes, all that stuff in his system. He threw up all over the gym. It was disgusting. Blueface, get some help. Get it together.
You physically saw him in the gym?
You saw him physically today?
It's on social media. I'll send it to you guys.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They said, what are you training for? And people in the comments like, Krishan.
Oh, wow. I thought it was fair. I thought it was respectful coming from a young man like him. He could have done a whole lot worse. But I did have a question about one thing, Claudia and Q, is that when he said that we've gone from the LGBTQ plus community, it's gone from the minority to the majority. Was he talking about as far as acceptance, or is he trying to say that there are way more queer people in the world today than straight people? How did y'all interpret that quote?
I don't think he has a firm grasp or mastery of the English language. And because in a certain context, majority is the opposite of minority, I think he just thought that was the appropriate word to use. I wouldn't read too much into it. I think he probably you guys went from a unpopular minority to being more accepted. That's probably what he meant. I don't think he meant majority.
Yeah. Again, I agree with a lot of stuff you said about the people coming at him that he doesn't say that he wants, and yet I still don't take him seriously. I just don't.